What's going on, everybody? How we doing tonight?
Hey, I'm here.
Look at you. Thank you so much.
Whoa, I could have been home in my house comfortable, but I elected to be here less comfortable, but more at home.
If being touched didn't make you even more comfortable,
I was going to get to a wholesome point, and you're being a pervert.
No, I was going to say I would give you a hug for being here.
With the penis.
But you don't like, whatever. I'm one-handed hug.
Clap with one hand.
There it is.
And don't forget to wipe.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for. Good to see you. Glad you're here. Thank you for making it.
Like a Scooby-Doo villain. No, I actually miss being here.
Colt, just for you today. There you go, just for you.
Oh, let me be the opposite.
No, it's pretty much how it is. No, that's more you right there.
Yeah.
I like that. That is you. No, we got a great conversation we're gonna have today, and we are gonna jump pretty much right into it. And give a couple minutes.
You get a phone call. You go, hey, come over to my house. Awesome. You walk into the house. Chris Henson with the ball of 0.32 gram BBs. Why don't you have a seat?
Oh, no.
Why don't you have a seat right there?
You
are messaging this airsoft field to be their tech?
I wasn't. I was just here to play paintball.
And then you were. I'm gonna say something foul. I was about to say something. Oh my god, I could talk about that forever. But no, it's Oh god. Poor Jacob. I was just thinking about Jacob.
No. Oh god. No.
You showed up to this airsoft store to see the tech. Do you know how old the tech was? Why don't you have a seat right there? Why don't you call your hits?
I'm gonna need you to go ahead and go over there and call your hits. I was here for cookies. Aren't there cookies?
I missed being here.
I think we're gonna bring our special guest in now because this is gonna go way off the rails if we don't.
We're immediately in trouble.
Yeah.
Actually, hey, we're not going to do the event announcements because we're going to focus on 2.
Yes.
So use the internet. I'm not beholden to you, goblins and ghouls.
You know, maybe we'll post it up at some point. We'll take that. Thank you, Dobby, for sending it. By the way, Dobby helped us out and sent us a massive list of upcoming events.
Yeah, not in our region.
No.
I give them crap.
I mean, Tennessee can kind of be our region, can't it? I'm just saying.
We're going to West Virginia, so you're not technically wrong.
Oh boy. Oh no! What did you start?
Ready? Wait. I'm going to do this for once. He's a doll, and they ask, "Where did he touch you?"
Where's the bad man?
Please get Sal in. This is going to
go. Yeah, please. Yeah. All right. Is he there? He's there. Okay, good. Oh wait till he's paying attention. Sal, please pay attention. We got to get you in before this goes wrong.
It's so
and there he
is.
Sal.
There we go.
Anything but us talking.
Yeah, get us off of this.
Airsoft is cool.
Airsoft is cool. Yes.
Oh God, it was until we ruined it.
Look, man, something about 500 feet from schools and churches.
Yeah. I have to call ahead. Yeah.
Your red dot on watchdogs.com.
Any AO I go to, I have to go to the neighboring houses and let them know that I'm there.
Wow.
I'm trying not to say things.
You did it. You started it.
But you can own a firearm, so that's good. Okay.
So they're unarmed. Take note.
Yeah. 500 normal feet or Papa feet. That is wow, Justin.
You know. First of all, grow a beard, won't you? Second,
I mean that mustache is pretty legit.
Angry
caterpillar just went up there and died. It's great.
When the first time I saw it and I called him Farva, was all I could think about when I saw it. Yeah, just next time you see that if that doesn't come right to mind.
Hold on, I've seen eyebrows with more character. I don't want to hear it about his mustache.
It's the mustache is begging for a beard. It's there. It's like I wish I could. And
you see how it was dressed? It was asking for it.
It was.
Hey, what's that place on I-35 with all the stuff on the walls?
Oh my god! Yes, dude.
Shenanigans?
Oh man. Great movie.
Okay.
Dude, I'm gonna pass out. Anyways,
boys like Mexico.
Classic.
Anyway. Oh shit.
So here we are.
All night.
This has become bar talk with the boys.
All right, Meow. So I still miss the evil Papa goatee. No, that's gone for a while.
But speaking of being gone and going places,
look at that. How about a segue, ladies and gentlemen?
So,
fantastic.
Dearest scary overlord Sal, you have a couple of powerful announcements.
So, let's talk about the knife in the room. Operation Iron Knife coming up very quickly. I think we are at less than a month now officially.
Less
So
than a month. Nice.
yeah.
Wow.
And so again, one of the big successes of this event is the pace, the schedule, everything was dictated by the player base. We want continuous operations. We want our Iron Dagger. And big shout out to Tactical Imaging for getting the patch done. I know he was worried that I was going to change the name of the op after he got the patches made. And I said, no, let's not do that. Let's go with Iron Knife. Iron Dagger's had its run.
I actually thought you were going to do it too when I saw the poll come out and you were like, hey, what is it? What does everybody want? And
we
like,
did
okay,
ask
so we're
the
going to do
question.
this. I'm like, oh, is it not knife now? What do
we did ask that question. And then the
Bronze
staff
dagger.
the staff made a very good point in terms of scope, scale, what we're demanding of the players. Which is bigger, a dagger or a knife? And
Okay.
I went, okay, all right, I like that.
Yep.
We're graduating to a new level, going from a dagger to a knife, and the players really drove this thing. So, we are nothing without players. So,
this you and I have talked about it before. I've talked about it with all my guys before. Normally, I like going back and playing a mill sim, like a true mill sim. Not really what I want to do. I like my sleep. I like my dry feet. But thinking about this one, thinking about what it's doing, thinking about what it's being asked to do. I try to be logistic about it, and I got a couple of bunks on site.
okay,
So
good.
what we can do is like 3 on, 1 off, or 3 on, 2 off, or some kind of rotation like that, and start moving the guys back and forth. So it's not nobody's going to be on for 18 hours straight, or
No.
even 12 hours straight.
Yeah.
You're not gonna kill yourself while you're out there, but you're going to get the experience of the full ongoing rotation, taking advantage of if someone is on, if they have a weak side, take advantage of that. That'll be your opportunity.
And you better hope and pray.
And
you better hope and pray that the enemy doesn't determine when our weak side comes up.
Yeah.
And I say our because I'm Imperial 6.
Yep.
So, Dale and the crew will be over with Westerns, and I will be with you guys. And what I think is cool about this one is that exact conversation was had where, hey, are we doing a 3-1 split, 4-2, 3-3, and of course players come in and go, bullshit, I'm going to push hard for 12 hours and then take a 6-hour break and then come back for the last 4 hours. I'm like, okay, Yogi,
That's
the guys
who too much.
And the guys who've been to 3 Iron Daggers are like, oh, you new guy. And so I go back to at the National Training Center when I was a battalion commander and I was maneuvering my battalion out there in the glory days. Iron Chocolate, Abuelitas of Revenge. Yeah, definitely a South Texas or Southern Florida game. Papusas everywhere. Anyway, so going back to the days of open phasing at the National Training Center where it was 3-2-1 game on, and it was really up to the brigade to fight its way from the west to the east and push itself hard for 14 days. And that I kind of laughed and giggled a little bit because the previous NTC rotations when I was a young major and captain and lieutenant, it was battle, pause, AAR, battle, pause, AAR. Very similar to airsoft games. I wonder why. So so back in October of 19, it was, hey, this is open phasing, and a lot of my co-conspirators were like, dude, I don't know if we can do this. Like, and I was like, oh brother, I've got this. I have a frame of reference. I've got continuous operations in my head. Pulling an airsoft game. Of course, you don't want to tell your coworkers that you play airsoft because it's cringe. So
yes.
Like, hey, whatever. I'm probably one of the few senior officers in the military that plays airsoft and admits it. Okay.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
and so for me, it was like, oh, okay, 3, 2, 1 game on. I got to maintain. I got to be able to fight, refuel, sustain, plan, like a lot of things simultaneous. And it wouldn't like none of this is foreign to me. It's foreign to my guys, but it's not foreign. It's not foreign to the leadership. Plus, hey, what does it remind me of? War. So it was like, okay, we can do this. And when it came time to design Iron Dagger, it was like, oh yeah, this can be done. This can challenge every level of player, from the command post all the way down to the rifleman, to the vehicle driver, to the guy flying the drones. Let's give them a full experience where the environment doesn't pause.
So many things can change when you're doing it straight. Like when you call pause X, or you call or stop X, Evo N, whatever.
Right.
Everybody leaves. They do their thing, and everybody comes back. Now sometimes people don't come back, or whatever, and you can play to that. But when your command has to determine, or your small team has to determine, okay, we're on. We have to decide when they're weak. So maybe we want to stay strong, or we decide they're weak. Maybe we go a little weak, and keep it even, but we give our guys a rest.
Right.
And this whole thing, it's not. It's both the chess player and the pieces on the board at this point.
Yeah.
You're not. You're really. How do you move each one? Do you win with your rook? What kind of player are you?
Well, you're talking about playing chess, but we know there's that one kid way back there. He's playing Chinese checkers. Me and Toucan are somewhere over by the GTI building playing tic tac toe.
I'm a tiddlywinks kind of gal myself, but
you got somebody over there playing jacks. Dropping the ball, trying to pick things up. You got that one kid playing Squid Games. Watching Squid Games where the guy's trying to bounce that little folded piece of paper on the other color piece of paper. I'm like, what the So anyways, and so you've got people who went to Iron Dagger and went, the very first one, and went, holy shit, I wasn't ready for this. Now I know better. Please tell me you're doing another one. And so we do Iron Dagger 2 and have Rob Wiener, Hangman. Iron Dagger 2 comes in, and guys who are like, hey, I kind of skipped part 1 because I didn't know what I was getting into. Here's part 2. And then you come to part 3, and the weather decided to play. And boy, was that fun. So you had fatigue.
Mm-hmm.
You had people trying to figure out where the tactics, where the strategy, trying to apply Sun Tzu. So yeah, man. So Iron Dagger, right? We were like, okay, done with it. Let's try something different. Due to insurance comes back and says, no, do what you guys do. We're like, so here we are at Iron Knife, and I'm excited because getting to the talk and work with guys, the Eastern guys, and help, teach, coach, mentor, get them into the fight.
By the way,
and they get to play.
Guys, anybody that's waiting, yes, we are talking about Gladius. Yes, we are. This is the segue to that. Just bear with us. This is the segue. I promise. We're getting there. It will come around. It will come around.
So we talk about the around to it conversation. Wow, that's so much for Justin West. Blowing an Aztec death whistle at night when they
that's
try
a lot
to sleep.
there. Okay. He must be bored.
Okay. He's chasing somebody right now. Tim Wingo, it is determined that the U.S. Department of Health has recommended all Western get at least 8 hours of sleep. Okay. So we talk about the road to Iron Fury in the spring. And we want to build players up. If you've seen us do it, Papa stole your hat, maybe. Don't distract me, damn it. Anyways, so the road to Iron Fury, how to build better command posts, how to build better players, how to build better units. It's almost as if we've applied a training strategy taken from a real unit and applied it to the airsoft player base.
Sir, is there real world experiences having an effect on how we have our real fake war?
We've done it for years. So it was almost like you said at one time, Toucan, it was like, what? Tier 1's teaching something you could take into the main game? Way.
What do you mean this is a practical way to
was-
see how you effectively can conduct yourself in a field of battle? That's crazy.
And this is the funny thing about that is actually, so this game is not going to be for everybody. You talked about the weather before. You talked those that it can be for should be absolutely ecstatic for this. They should be stupid, crazy excited for this because of the idea of, okay, I know I'm going in. Put it in your head. It can and probably will rain at some point. It's going to be hot. It's going to be cool. It's going to be all of these things can and probably will happen, and you will play through all of them. Put in your mind. Here's your start. Here's your finish. Everything in between, just make your way through it. You get there, get that in your head, and you will have a tremendous time. Coming from the guy who, Colt will say it, I don't like playing night games. I don't like playing in the rain. I don't like any of that stuff. But package it all together. You don't get this all the time. This is not your everyday game. This is not what we're gonna do. Put all of that and go do it. Go give it a shot. Give it that one time, and have that conversation for the next 6 months, the next 6 years. Have those stories.
The Royal Rifles at Objective Heather during Iron Dagger 2, where sleeping in sleeping bags, sitting up, changing the box, laying back down, and having Western step over them and go, holy shit, this was the best time I've ever had. I'm like, okay, the legend of the Royal Rifles continues.
With what you're saying, sir, with that, on the flip side of what you're saying and what Greg is saying, this is not a game for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
But you should be someone at this game. You will build camaraderie through discomfort, is what I find.
Yep.
This is the ultimate form of discomfort. You should come. You will build friends that will call you to fly to Texas or California. This is something more than you can imagine. It's hard. I have to sleep on the field. It might rain. I might have to run security. You should do it and then revel in the suffering you will deal with. It is so you never met a best friend through having an easy time. You should do this.
Most of my best friends I've fought.
Yes. And to be fair, and to be fair to the guys that are thinking about going to Iron Knife, don't let us dissuade you. It is not a suck fest.
No.
Okay.
No.
It is a self-paced course. Okay. You're going to get in what you put out of it. Hey, Sal, I had a great time. 4 hours. We're going to go back to Chili's. I'm going to eat. I'm going to come back and play 2 hours, and then I'm going to go take, go take freaking 6 hours at the hotel. Hey, that's great. Let us know when you're coming and going. You're going to have a great time.
Yeah.
Instead of going to the Chinese buffet, you should all have a buffet of black coffee and really old discontinued MREs on the field. It would be far better, I swear.
It's valid point. What we're saying is, even in the worst case scenario, you're going to have a good time.
Exactly.
You do. I say this at every one of our events. Everything. You paid to be there. Do what you want. But if you pretend hard, which has become my favorite saying, if you get in, you pretend hard, you will have an absolutely, undoubtedly amazing time. Guaranteed.
100%.
Absolutely guaranteed. If you get in it and you go for it and you just really, really do what we're there to do. But it's not.
And by the way, I'm a commander. I'm a commander that likes to lead from the front. So, hey, Chaos 6, we're going forward. Okay, right off the top. Okay, Yordi, the fucking D hop. I love that.
That is the wow. That is glorious.
Okay.
Speaking of buffets,
so
that's so amazing.
Speaking of buffets, Snick, evening, Ops Sergeant Supreme, buy-in, achieve buy-in, and I think an Iron Knife you can achieve buy-in, which is a great segue to Gladius. Okay.
There we go.
What is different with Gladius? Remember, this is a road to Iron Fury. This is a road to Stonebreaker 12. Yes.
Oh my god.
This is not the 12th one. Are you kidding me?
It's got. I'm wearing the shirt that's the 10th one. So, yeah.
Getting a drinking age.
That's how I keep track. So Fury is going to involve both sides picking up where it left off last year. Okay. And that means a lot of decentralized, disconnected. You don't know who's to your left and right because you've got a lake. You've got enemy in between you and your friendlies. Communication is going to be a bitch. So I can't just throw the majority of our player base into an event like that because they're not going to have a good time. Oh, they'll fight through it. You know, you got that hard as a retard kind of strength level. But you're not in.
Thank you, sir.
Sal, please, it's not roll call. I'm right here.
Yeah, you know, slough love chunk level of Goonie style strength. But, you know, we got to get there, right? We got to train up for it. And I think what Gladius is going to do is Gladius is East and West working together against an unidentified opposing force. So guys who went to JRTC in the Army or 29 Palms, Marine Corps, or the National Training Center, you went up against a tough, realistic OPFOR. And that OPFOR was there to challenge you. They have to follow the same rules that you do. They got medic rules. They've got to call their hits. They've got regen rules like medic bags. But they're just going to be in a position to give you a fight. And if you ain't got your game together or you haven't developed your game together, it's going to be hard. And Gladius is designed not only to put you up against a very pro force, similar to Tier 1, it's also meant to get guys like Chaos 6 to work with Baker 6, to get Able 6 to work with Fight 6, Grizzly to work with Hate.
That was going to be my question
K Company.
For you. I like the idea, and I wanted to clarify it. You know, you get a lot of guys, and we're talking airsoft now. Tan is always this and always that. I only ever go green. I get it. I play green honestly because I always run. I'm in chaos, and chaos happens to be green. If one day you're like, well, we moved Chaos Company over to tan, then I would buy tan. I don't. It's not the
right.
These are the guys that I play with, and it's never been the same. We've won, we've lost, we've everything. I don't care about that. But what I really like about this idea is tan and green are going to play together, and they're going to cooperate together. So it's not. It's no longer about tan is better than green, green is better than tan. It's about them bringing their strengths together to play against this force.
It's about them both being worse than
That's
the
true,
almighty and powerful oppressive OPFOR. Don't you ever forget. Feeble
Yes.
Eastern and Western forces. You cannot triumph over us.
So they, them, the others, those
Take your
guys,
attention.
higher. Yes, the Russian tanks coming at you and a Scorpion next to you, like hell, urban all the way. Yes. So a lot of guys are asking. One guy asked me a camo fluid game. Yeah, but you're going to want to stay in your companies. So the tickets are sold like we would normally sell tickets. You've got Able, Baker, Chaos. You know, it's weird how we've actually alphabetized the units. Where, you know, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So there's going to be technicals there. Eastern has their technicals. OPFOR has technicals. I think Coach in the Discord posted, "You better have your anti-tank game together, boys." And they're like, "Oh shit!" For Coach 1 to pop up on Discord and go, "Hey, yeah, that's great, guys."
The more certifications he
like,
gets,
oh.
the more out of his mind he's going to become.
That's right,
saying,
guys. OPFOR has a Bradley from the Ukraine. Y'all ain't ready. No.
No. We're working on some crazy shit for the OPFOR. I can't. I want to be OPFOR. I'm like, calm down, guys. We're looking at tapping all the Tier 1 OPFOR that we've had before. We're looking at tapping some pros that we know that want to get involved in this. So it's going to be a good time. The AO, you got people who, well, I was there with so-and-so and it sucked. Sorry, we do things differently. I had a great time with Centurion, who's done more events there than any other host. Okay. And man, we used the hell out of that AO. I've seen every part of that AO in the 7 times that I've been there with Centurion. So, I think people who know it best would be like Lucky, Snick, Sector 7, the guys that have been there before who are like, yeah, we know all the roads, not just the main road. Well, what's Third Coast going to do? We're going to use the whole AO.
It's a little thing called fun and immersive gameplay. Look it up sometime. I know you've never experienced it before.
It's not.
Come on, guys.
I've played. I mean, even our field that we weren't ever allowed to build on. A very, very ultimately just woods. We made an amazing event several times over. Every time they come out and play, it's the gameplay, partitioning the players, all that adds to it. It's just the land. That's just something to work with,
Right.
So
it's a vessel for fun.
Yeah,
It's all the land.
Guys, if anybody's watching this and you're thinking about not going because, well, I've been there before, but you haven't played this before. Oh, I played sports. You might have played baseball. You never played football. You might have. It's completely different. They're all played on a field. Trust me, this one's going to be different.
Now I got it. You showed up to a football game and realized it was soccer. I'm sorry. Okay. You showed up ready to play baseball and a girl's throwing a softball at 100 miles an hour. Close. Okay. Only date the catcher. Okay. Anyways, so you guys didn't go to college. Okay, got it. All right.
Nope, I got it.
I'm waiting for Wiener to chime in.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I love you, Wiener. Hello, my other boss.
Yeah.
I didn't say nothing.
Damn. Where was I going with it? Okay. More importantly.
Yep, there it is.
I think Gladius is a chance to bring guys who normally shoot at each other together, get to know each other, and really, like, for example, like the idea of Hate and Grizzly forming a 12 vehicle battalion and being able to move, trying to move 2 companies attached to them. Okay. Maybe you'll see Madness Company and Killer Company by then, and Madness and Killer, or Mike and Kilo companies working together, and they're moving their dismounts forward. One can only, you're hoping that you see that, because then at the follow-on events into 2026, guys are going to be like, hey, I know those guys. They call their hits. They're no bullshit. They play a straight game. I rolled with them at Gladius.
You beat me to it. That was
like
that's what call my hit. Never gonna happen. First of all, by the time the hop up kicks in, they're all over here.
He only counts them if they're coming from a D hop.
D hop, best barrel on the market, baby. Buyers today. Woo, from Sal. Let's go.
Wow. All right, and my no, okay. my thoughts on that really were like after a game like this where they do get to play together, it does change that a little bit. I mean, granted, they're still airsofters, so you won't get 100% of them doing that, but you will get some guys who are like, yeah, no, when I played with such and such, he really is that good. Or
right.
Oh no, you'll never hit him. I watched him play. That dude just moves with the wind.
Right.
Something along those lines. You might get that. Moves with the wind. Slow breeze.
You make wind, sir. I don't want to hear it from you.
That's what moves your wind. Sorry, Yordi's off to the side here.
Yeah.
Yordi's one shot in and giving us the fucking bird.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting.
Stop it.
We're being assaulted. Sorry, sir.
No, but I think that would be and should be an amazing side effect of all of that. Is guys playing together and seeing that, and we see it all the time, but seeing that I thought he never called this hit, and I'm standing next to him, and no, he just doesn't actually get hit, or he does actually move out of the way, or his gun does shoot that well, or no, he's a terrible shot, or whatever it might have been.
Or he never hit him.
Yeah. So it's it really, I think it would be an awesome side effect.
So and then the next piece of it all is normally we have to split our advising among 2 command posts. Mendoza's got to go to one, or Dale's got to go to one. I have to go to the other. Martin's got to go to the other. So we always have to split the advising game up at the command post. Not the case here. We can put 2 senior advisors in the command post, and then because the artillery game is changing, we can flex more advisors at the company levels to help players. Like, hey man, you might want to think about going that way.
I never thought about that.
So it allows us to really put more of the OCs, the observer controllers, the refs, whatever you want to call them, to help teach, coach, mentor players. Like, I hate when people go, they're just the admins are just fucking with you. One, the admins are always going to try to give you an option. Hey, I noticed you've been banging your head against the wall here. Have you tried going 10 feet into the woods? No, they're just going to get you killed. One, our staff doesn't do that. Two, hey man, we're trying to give you the best experience possible. Okay.
Where's the benefit in doing that? Like it only, there's only benefit if the game is great. If they assist you in performing better, you'll have a better time. You'll want to come back. So even if you talk from a business standpoint, it benefits all the staff to help you play better. But in the end, we're wanting a great game. You want a great game. We all want a great game. Telling you to go run out into the middle and get shot is not what the staff is going to do.
Although you are correct to corroborate
Plus,
that if I'm banging my head against the most beautifully well-constructed brick wall I've ever encountered, like that's one thing. But I mean, I'm just saying. But
It's possible.
and I'll say this too, like many an event, a Third Coast event, it's been a pretty good 3-hour headbang. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we really want to get in the control room. It's not an objective. Yeah, but I just really want to get there.
Exactly.
Okay. We were talking about it one podcast. What's up, William? One podcast where it was like, hey, among the staff, the veterans in the staff, you have more than 100, almost 200 years of military experience, with more than 25 of that in combat. That's just not me and Dale and Eric Mendoza and Snick. No, that is like all of the vets on the staff. You have close to a century and a half worth of combat experience, military experience, and then you have about 25 years collectively of combat experience. So for us, it's not airsoft. For us, we're trying to tell you guys how to shoot, move, and communicate. And it's not a game; it's consequence-free decision making for us. And to answer Colt's question, two of the senior leaders.
God, there it is. There.
Yeah. Two of the senior advisors, myself and Eric Mendoza, we're going to serve as the brigade staff for this, for Gladius, which means you're going to create battalion task forces that work for the brigade leadership. So, expect to see Abel and Chaos working together as a battalion task force, expecting Baker and Dagger to work together as a company task force.
Which is amazing. Again,
battalion task force.
Throw that out there. You got these guys that would normally be the advanced party and things like that against each other are now able to pair their tactics together as an assigned unit. It's
kind of incredible.
It's
for example,
can I ask? Player cap. Is there one?
Player cap is set. It's set right now at 300, 350.
Okay.
350. But right now, ticket wise, if somebody goes and counts the tickets, hey Sal, you only have 260 for sale right now. Yeah, I know. Because if we sell out at 260, I got to find more OPFOR. I got to go and talk to some other people about resourcing OPFOR. So the number of OPFOR that I have right now is designed to fight 260 people. If I hit 260 and I go beyond that, I'm prepared to go all the way up to 350. But at that point, I've got to do a little bit of recruiting. In recruiting from folks that.
That's really, really.
That's more than 3 to 1. I like
you're talking about. 175. If you get that for you, 175 each from either side, playing side by side. That's
Yeah.
that would be an awesome number. That would be an awesome
And
game.
the box is big enough. Okay. We were, a lot of people don't realize this. We war game when we design the scenarios. We war game them. We tabletop them on a map, and we see how they play out. So we're moving them on a screen and going. It's an action, reaction, counteraction. So that's a turn, and that's right out of the Army, course of action developmental process. So, hey, we've got an operational plan. Okay, action. This is what the units are doing. Op 4 is reaction. Okay, what's blue for? Counteraction. What's the losses? And so we tabletop this thing. It's not, it's like a bunch of nerds playing, D&D around a table. But you look at it and go, how's this going to play out?
So,
okay, and
if I may ask, huge side note. So you said tabletop. Are you using co-ed, or are you using another? Are you rolling dice? How about tabletop for the?
So
yeah.
Can I fire you?
For the uninitiated,
Yes.
there's actually called a battle table AI, and battle table AI was created by a staff. The first time he did it, it was all in Excel, which sucked because you couldn't see. It was all like computations, and it would spit out a result, right? And you were just like, you take it or leave it. Now he's gone where it's on a map and it uploads data, map data. So you put the units and you put their variables like leadership, numbers, weapons. And it spits out the gonculator spits out a reaction like, you lost this many troops, And so we war gamed it, and Skynet. Thanks, Justin West. And so the gonculator spits it out, and you go, all right, if we did this, and the Op4 had the following array, here's what would have happened. And I've been using it for like the last 4 events, and it's actually been pretty accurate, except for when Eastern and Western do some like wild shit that should never work, but it works. So in the end, 3-1, but the Op4's got the home field advantage. So, that plays heavily into it. So the gonculator.
You mentioned something about technicals and artillery.
Yes.
Back to back there. So I'm just how many technicals you anticipate seeing?
Well, you're going to have 12 on JTF, and Op4 is going to have 12. So 24 vehicles. But again, if you look at the map that we posted on the Facebook page, it is a very big AO. It is not just a single road. It's not it's like a bowling alley. No, it's not like a bowling alley. If you're lazy, then yes, the only way through is down the middle, like the Dallas Cowboys offense. That sucks. So if you're a hey diddle diddle up the middle, you're probably not going to have a good time. If you're willing to you'll get an angle and you'll be able to move beyond. And that goes for all levels. So artillery, both sides are going to have artillery. Both sides are going to have CAS. One side than Op4. We've got some stuff that we will announce after Labor Day that I think folks will be like, holy shit, and it'll be awesome.
Spoiler alert, Coach got an MLRS.
Yeah.
Wanted to throw that out there.
Oh my God.
now Coach has got Snick in on it. I'm like, two mad combat arms.
That's right, folks. TCA Coach bench 2 Black Hawk helicopters for us.
Two combat arms NCOs playing with explosives. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so it's a big deal, and for us to work with both staffs. If you haven't seen the pictures of Western's like command trailer, these guys went full on mad scientist and built a command trailer, a mobile command on the move that's got everything set up. And, of course, Eastern's like, we want one of those. I'm like, whoa, pump the brakes. And let's get the basics down first. Western has had the same command group for a long time, so they realize what they need and what they don't want. And I love the way Colonel Mendoza said, "Yeah, I see all the things in there except a coffee pot. They've learned nothing." So hey, Eastern, let's get the specifics down. I am teaching a battle staff course Thursday night at Iron Knife. It'll translate to Gladius. So if you don't make that one, if you don't make the battle staff course, you'll see it at Gladius. So, but
So you is command already picked? Is command already set for Gladius as far as
we're bringing in both of the staffs together, and then some of the staff will obviously like, hey, I'm normally a battle captain. This time around, I want to command. Okay, great. This is a great opportunity for you. Go move down to become Battle 6 or Baker 6. Yeah, Tim, we've been working that for 2 years now. How to integrate vehicles and dismounts. Bubba Putna had said, "Hey, you're trying to teach these guys how to do it, but you have to create a way to do it." Quiet. I'm doing a show, please. So yeah.
So here's the question that I want to say everybody wants to know about, but I really do. You mentioned an Op 4 unit, and which I picture as all these guys that do tier 1s all the time, all the guys that run tier 1, that write the tier 1s. Who's in charge of the Op? If you can say any of this, I
won't out him because people will start immediately emailing him going, "Can I be Op 4? I got to do it way back in like 2007 at Operation." Yeah, okay, no. It is a lieutenant colonel from the military. Got a lot of maneuver experience. It's not me. It's not Mendoza. It's not Dale Papka. We're bringing in somebody who knows airsoft, who plays a lot of airsoft too. Obviously, it's Elon Musk. That's funny, Justin. So we're bringing on a experienced lieutenant colonel who's had command, who's had 2 commands actually. So we're bringing him on board because he gets the intended effect, and that's a big deal. So, okay. Toast you.
And based on the numbers you were talking about, I imagine, and again, I don't know if you want to talk about this, you can't talk about it. I know you're keeping a lot of stuff playing close to the chest. The numbers of ratio.
Because they have the home field advantage. Because they have the home field advantage. Right now at 260 ticketed players, it's almost a 2-to-1. Okay. Because
easy.
Yeah. I mean, you think about it, when you play tier 1, there's usually 60 players going up against 20 Op 4. Okay. Toucan, you've been on that end doing Op 4. You're outnumbered to hell, but numbers don't count for shit if you know the ground.
Right.
If you have the geography, numbers are just a medal you can wear for later.
Ask the Spartans at Thermopylae. The Texans at the Alamo. Yeah, they lost those. Okay, yeah, but in the end, who got glory? Nobody remembers a loser. Everybody remembers the winners. So, yeah. CRISPR. Yeah, he's played a lot of airsoft.
CRISPR trying to learn. Look at him.
Now everybody's gonna be like, CRISPR must know. Calm down. Numbers are a social construct.
He set him up.
So the other half of this, right, is how's it going to work? Well, I've already got the game map, or the area of operations map posted with all the terrain pointed out. The next thing that's going to drop is the objective map. Where are the objectives for this thing? Is it 3-2-1 game on, or is it, hey, we've got a plan, here's what we're going to do, units are going to make a push for the following objectives. That's the way it's going to be. It's going to be, hey, 3-2-1 game on. We are attacking from the west and trying to get to the east. If we get to the east side of the map by index on Sunday, guys, cut it out. I'm busy. If they get to the
militia's getting rowdy.
If the JTF gets to the east side of the map on Sunday, then we've been successful. If JTF, kind of makes it to the east, but the OPFOR is able to hold a couple of objectives, then yeah, we've got a great setup for next year. And it's cool because Arena wants us to make this a regular thing. Provided we don't ruin.
That's the first time you've said the location. I didn't want to.
Whoa!
Say
surprise name drop.
You haven't said
So
it yet.
Arena Training Facility in Blakely, Georgia, is where we're doing it. Sorry, I should have let off with that. Guys were asking me. There's going to be cabins. The guys can rent. I'm waiting for the facility manager to give me a link for the cabins, and then I will publish that link, and you guys can, just like GTI, where you reserve your lodging through them. I'll get that out to players. There is somebody was asking in Discord, what's the camping area look like? I'm like, dudes, it's beautiful. It is literally under pine trees, like tall 120-foot pines. You've got a nice flat surface area to set up tentage. Lucky, I'm so glad that I got quality folks in the staff that know that AO very well. Lucky's one of them. I'll give you a hot one. Yes, Lucky's one of the OPFOR. Leave him alone. And it would be foolish not to have one of our staff be as. Yeah,
there's two more OPFOR running behind you.
Sapper heads running around.
Child militia grows stronger by the day.
Don't tempt them with it. Yeah. Lucky's been there 11 times. I think I've been there 10 times. The AO is fantastic. For camping purposes, everyone will be in the life support area of the LSA, which is right where junkies will be vending. You'll be set up there. Again, what's the format?
Tell us.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll look over this as something
I was like,
what's the format? It's already online. It's going to be fight, pause X, fight, pause X, fight. 3 phases on Saturday, 1 phase on Sunday. It's not going to be like Crossbones where you have different fights every time. It's going to be we're working from the west, fighting over to the east. And we've gone pretty crazy with the tabletop. Sal ignored both comments based on 20 years of interview and integration screen. See, it's a lukewarm clue. Interesting. Like I said, we're going to be battling from the west to the east. We got pretty crazy with the tabletop because what if the staff? Now you've got Wendell and you've got Kim Brinkley working together. The 2 S2s coming together, going, we got to do drone coverage and we got to do fires, and I've got the fires guys from each side trying to figure out how they're going to do artillery and air support. You got the 2 S3s coming and getting together. The XOs coming together, going, hey, let's do a mass parachute drop on the village in phase 1. Ballsy, let's try it. Or hey, let's play the sure option and drop them right at the first crossroads. Okay, so the staffs are going to have to do a lot of cooperation to graduate and go, gee, how do we want to, or are we just going to let the commanders tell us what they want to do? Like I said, myself and Eric Mendoza be like, all right, guys, what do you guys nominate? We'll do a council of war here. What do you guys want to nominate to the command group? Hey, sir, we want to bridge too far. Okay, let's try it. We've got 12 vehicles. We can smash our way down Thunder Run style all the way down to Breachertown. Okay, sure, let's try it. Or do we want to play it safe? But remember, we got to go from west to east inside a weekend. Yep. And that includes the Saturday night.
For those of you that haven't seen this AO, and I've never been to it, but I did. I went to the site and we did an overview. We looked at it. It's a lot of woods, some open area, a mock village. I guess I think that's what you would be referred to. I only saw the one. All right, so mock village. So you're gonna have. It's not It's not a GTI. It's not a.
Yeah.
It's not a
And he's
a Guardian Center.
and,
It's not. It is. I'm
and they're
kind of
building
excited to go to this one.
Yeah,
Like it
and
looks.
the facility manager's like, hey, I can build another village for you. I said, great, go for it. Wow.
Woo!
The facility manager's like, hey, I can build another village for you. I've got shacks that I can put out there. I'm like, hey, do whatever you want. I can tell you right now, I can put a bunch of porta potties in the wood, and airsofters will stack and clear them. So it's true.
Yeah,
It's frustrating.
Crossbones.
It is.
But moreover, we've got there's so much terrain there that I think goes unused if you don't do it this way. If you don't do a JTF versus OPFOR, because now I'm telling you where to fight. Thanks, Lucky. I had it somewhere in my notes. I couldn't remember how many acres it was. Thank you. And there's some great spots that are just, without giving too much away, there is a spot that is a huge roadblock. Like we're talking like Band of Brothers, style in the middle of a pine forest. There's a little road that parallels the main road, and you can set up a damn roadblock.
I know what it is.
That reminds
I know
me
what
of,
it is.
That actually does remind me of Hibernia when we because we actually
And
got
there's some
caught
and
on
there's
that.
some spots. There are some spots at Hibernia that remind me so much of Arena, and vice versa.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, pardon my language.
So like everybody's like Breacher Town. Oh, it's all about Breacher Town. Breacher Town's great. Don't get me wrong, but there's some great terrain for airsoft leading up to Breacher Town. That hey, if you think you're just going to show up, dismount the truck, and go into Breacher Town, you're probably not. There's some great terrain.
If I could, I was talking to some of the guys who were asking about this earlier today, and I had mentioned, one of the best fights I had was when I went to Hood for Starburst, and I remember taking off because I was running a DMR at this one, and I remember just bounding into the woods, straight woods up a hill, and I'm overlooking at I got the high ground and I'm overlooking. That was first Evo. I'm up there and I'm playing from there. End of the day, now there's massive buildings, there's all this stuff. End of the day, I'm in a ravine.
Yes.
Me, Doc, Tiny, we're all in this ravine, fighting both sides of the ravine uphill. Like, yeah, guys, you don't have to be in a building. You don't have to. There is a lot of fight to be had, dead smack in the woods. It absolutely.
And I think November.
That's the best fighting.
And I think November, and I know the exact spot there at Elijah, Eastern Elijah, where you had that experience. And I think in November, you're going to have the better weather, in November in southern Georgia. So I saw that comment. I was like, oh, God.
Hibernia in the time of the year we had with the snow was so euphoric.
I mean, it was nice. We had the cherry spot as far as like the sweetest spot in weather. We're going back there at the first weekend of March. I think moving it out of January, good.
I think you know this. I primarily play TCA events, and then we then alternate over to Lion Claws events. But primarily, I play TCA events, and I primarily do that because the feel of the game, look, everybody makes great games. I'm sure of it. I'm not going to talk Centurion, MSW. Everybody makes AMS. Everybody makes great games. The feel of the game, what's put into the game, the energy that's in the game, and the fact that there is still a part of it that you're wanting everybody to have this great time together as well. Like tell those stories. You're doing it intentionally, and that's my feeling behind it. There's AOs I want to play. We've talked about this. Next year, there's like 50 of us that are getting together to go to Copperhead. I've never done it. I've been wanting to do it for years. That's one of those bucket list ones. Cool. I don't have a lot of other bucket list things like that I want to go through that they're outside of TCA. Right now, you're creating games that are keeping me there. You know, like I love all the others, but now these new events.
And don't get me wrong.
You know,
Hey man, I've played Copperhead. I've been trying to get back there ever since. It's just in West Texas. It's on the other side of the moon. It would take a great disturbance in the force for me to go back over there because there's so much damage to my soul in El Paso. But I would go if I knew a lot of friends were going. I know my El Paso crew would definitely do it. You know, just like trying to get people out to Centurion. You know, so you know, I think we had a hell of a time this past Centurion that would have been great to have more folks. But hey, next time. But you're right. We have to create games that are going to give that experience.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a big deal.
It is just as much about the immersion as it is the camaraderie.
Yeah, the buy-in.
I think you have to have that, and that's going back to we were talking about Iron Knife. That's not the game to go to for the camaraderie at the Sizzler, you know, or at Applebee's, or at where. That's not the game for that. That's the on-field camaraderie.
Right.
You have to have that. Some games you do go. Some games you go for an Evo. You have a great time. You step off. You go to the buffet. You get fat and sick. You go back to the hotel or go back to the Airbnb. Laugh, joke, puke, whatever you do. Come back the next
Purge.
day. Awesome. That's the game. Yeah, that's the game. Knife is not that.
Camaraderie through discomfort. That is the mission.
Yeah, that's it.
But I mean,
and it will not be the hardest thing you ever do. It will be.
But
nice.
there are guys that this is their first event going to Iron Knife, and they're like, "My God, what did I sign up for?" And I'm like, "You signed up to either get as much as you want out of it, or as little as you want out of it. It's totally on you."
Yeah.
I know guys that showed up and went, "Hey, I'm only prepared to play 3 hours at a time." And next thing you know, they're there right next to you on Sunday morning. This was cool. I'm so tired. So you don't know what you don't know until you do it. And the guys who come back and say, "I don't know if I'm ready for a national event," guys, with that attitude, you're never going to be. Get out there.
You haven't played hard enough if you don't find yourself diving face first, sliding down a rock pile.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So closing thoughts.
Or like,
terrible video.
Or watching him lead the charge with his sledgehammer on his back, just going into Sears like he's got a bunch of freaking Craftsman tools that are not under warranty anymore. He is just pissed.
And I'm in that video chasing him like
great
God,
moments
stop,
in epic
please.
airsoft history.
You have to do your best to have those moments. Make those moments happen for you, regardless of the event. Try to make those moments happen. And really, the only way they're going to happen is if you're actually playing in it, you're working hard for it. That's what's going to happen.
Your couch.
Yeah.
Fucking snip. Top quality right there.
Yeah.
Now, like,
oh God! All right,
we are actually on the last 2 minutes of the stream, sir. We want you to punctuate it, though.
Yeah.
Forget closing thoughts. Tell us if you had to part 3 sentences on the crowd right now. What would you tell them about Gladius?
An experience like no other. You get to rock with people you normally shoot at. Okay, and you're doing it at an AO you've never been at. Those are the draw. That's the draw. There
it is. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. I love it.
Perfect.
That's what, all 3 of those are what got me excited for it. I've got 3 events in November period, but we've got 4 or 5 events coming up now, and 2 of them are TCA, and I'm excited about every single one of them.
I currently have 9 events.
I hate.
And I'm going to stop going to certain ones. Also, I'm excited for this event because I got to wear my true camo pattern.
Oh, Toucan went and said it. Oh no.
Suck it, Eastern and Western.
You are the worst. You are the worst. Oh my God. Anyway, on that note, thanks, Dick.
Hey, he gave an exclusive.
Yeah, apparently so. On the ticker, guys, you see it right there. That's actually where you get your tickets. Head on over and grab your tickets. They are $185.
$185.
There it is.
Which is reasonable for sure.
Go on over there, get your tickets, get prepped up for it. Be ready for the fight of your life. You're gonna have a great time with this one. I'm so looking forward to it. Sal,
Always.
thank you very much for coming on. Thank you for doing all of this and everything you do. I absolutely appreciate it. We
You're
all
famous, sir.
appreciate
You're
you.
famous. Oh yeah.
And until next time, guys, thank you so much.